Cowboy Billy. It's a little too cold to be mowing any lawns in the real world, so we gotta get ourselves some digital ones. Oh, we're back, baby. It's Cowboy Billy time. That is correct. Oh, Orm's never met Cowboy Billy before. Oh boy, you're in for a treat. You know, Orm. Billy's told me about you. He's pretty fond of you, I'm here to tell you. Yes, sir. Well, I never met you before, but seem like an all right kind of kangaroo, as far as I'm concerned. Cowboy Billy, why are you wearing enormous glasses? What do you mean enormous glasses? These are normal-sized glasses to cover up my normal-sized eyeballs. And where's your bolo? Look, I don't know where we're mowing lawns, okay? We ain't bowling nothing. Does this look like a goddamn bowling alley? The hell are you talking about? You think this looks like a bowling alley to you? Kinda, yes, but I think you might be the one that's blind. How big's your belt buckle? Hey, you don't ask a man how big his belt buckle is. I'm here to tell you, my belt buckle's just big enough to hold everything together. All right. Industrial grade. If you put your glasses next to his hands, they'd look normal size. Look, I've heard a lot of rumors about this Billy's hand size. People are pretty cruel as far as I'm concerned. You know, I've met Billy One Kirby a few times myself. It always seemed like he's got pretty normal hand size to me, but you know, who am I? Maybe I'm just not an expert in these matters. I don't know. How's it going, Sheep? What's up, Pun? How's it going, Einstein? Cowboy Billy ain't got to see no lawns. He can tell. He can tell when they're done by the smell. Yeah, that's right. I don't even have to see them. I just mow them. It's just that easy. Well, old Billy boy there, he got ourselves a little what you call a little promotional video here for you, and we're gonna go ahead and roll the clip, and then you know what we're gonna do. Well, you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna start mowing. It's really all I know. I'm just here to hit buttons. I don't really know how none of this stuff works. Now, I reckon this here's a video that you've seen before for promotional use, but it's been a while. And I think Billy said that there ain't never going to be no lawn mowing simulator video better than this one, so let me get this here set up for you. Where's your chew, Billy? Wait, I chewed it. Just a pinch between the cheek and gum. I chewed it all up. You're not supposed to chew the chew. Well, if you weren't supposed to chew the chew, then why the fuck they call it like that? It's too late. It's already been chewed. All right. Well, son of a bitch. I thought you just take the whole thing. You just chew on it the whole time. I thought the bit between the cheek and gum was just a figure of speech. How many cup holders are on your lawnmower? Well, I don't use... See, that's a real common misconception when it comes to mowing lawns, is that you want a whole lot of cup holders on your lawnmower so you can drink all the beers while you're riding around. Okay? Wasted fucking time. Okay? I'm here to tell you. You don't want to be out there drinking and mowing. Okay? You got to stay. You now, just hold on. Just it. All right? You got to fucking lock in. Okay? There's lawns to mow. This ain't no time to be dinkling around. Okay? Fucking focus. Jesus. Anyway. All right, here's your promo video. I think I just have to hit the play button. It should work just fine. And you better put those fucking cup holders away. I better not catch one cup holder on that lawnmower. If I catch a cup holder on a Turf Tiger 2, you're gonna get two something. All right, two of these. Okay, leave them to the wayside. All right, okay. All right. Anyway, son of a bitch. Anyway, all right. Here you go.
Well, it's time to start mowing.
All right. Proof he done shoot it. Yeah, the proof was right there. Okay. No. Hey, listen. Okay. You don't see no fucking cup holders in there. Look at it. Look at this. Okay. Look at this. Now this here beer koozie, this was passed down from generation to generation. This here's my grandpappy's beer koozie. Beer never broke his heart, and it never broke mine. Beer did break character though. Look, okay, look, all right, focus. All right, it's time to mow some lawns. Son of a bitch. Okay, god damn it. We ain't drinking and mowing. Okay, you gotta lock in. You may never heard anybody use the word dinkling around before, but oh man, you're about to hear it a whole lot. I'm here to tell you. That's a primo beer. I mean that's just a morning. That's just a morning beer. That's what that is. All right. Oh, okay. Now, normally when I'm at home at the old homestead and I'm doing some mowing digitally, I got my full setup. I got my full Turf Tiger 2 immersive experience. I got my VR headset and all that stuff, but Billy told me I couldn't bring all that stuff with me. But, I got set up out in the garage where I actually physically sit inside the Turf Tiger 2 with the VR headset on, and it's a fully immersive experience. I actually just drive it around in the garage with nothing else in it except for a bunch of bumpers on the wall. And, it works pretty good, but he told me that you know how Billy sounds where he's like, I don't think that's gonna work, or whatever. I don't know. He says shit all weird. Yeah, he says stuff like, where Dad's at? And stuff. I don't know. You really shouldn't drive a gas mower in a Glow's garage. Hey. Listen here now. All right? I don't come down to where you work and slap the anus out of your mouth, okay? Why don't you just let me mow in peace? Okay? Let me live my life. Oh, good golly. Can you turn it on right now? I can't turn nothing on. I ain't got my Turf Tiger 2 with me. I told you. Now, I do believe we were on the Lawnmowers. I think, if I had to guess. All right, let's get in there. All right, well, it would appear we got 10,000 buckaroo-doos. Now, how much debt are we in? Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, 25% interest rate. Oh, God. What a fucking nightmare. Well, we already simulated all the the earning of the Turf Tiger 2. We earned it. We ain't starting from fresh, okay? We're just continuing our business, our successful business, by the way. We owe a small amount of $37,000. So looks like we got all kinds of stuff here. I reckon we're probably good to go. All right, hang on a second. Let me see here. We got historical land. We got pub garden. We got the Dutchman's Lookout. Well, let's see. Well, I ain't gonna. We're here to mow lawns. Okay, we're not here to pick up garbage. So let's assign. Let's see. Who do we got here? Edward, Albert, or this is Lawn. Oh my God, John Lawn, is that you? Well, shit, I haven't met John Lawn since high school. That's his name, John Lawn. Well, son of a bitch. Oh wait, we're John Lawn, or maybe I don't know. Yeah, I think we're not. That's just us. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, yeah, so that's us. Got it. Okay. Okay, that's me. Good. Turf Tiger 2. The vehicle you selected has a deck width above the recommended range for this contract. Completing the contract fully may not be possible. Yeah, I don't care. There's nothing I can't do with a Turf Tiger 2. I'm like a fucking surgeon. Yeah, they always try to tell me that my deck is just too big, but I'm here to tell you I can get it done. You just got to give me a chance. Okay. Well, it looks like we got some new DLC since the last time the Cowboy Billy was here playing the game. Maybe, I don't know. I think there's a new DLC out, one that we don't own. But, all right. Well, step 1. Okay, now everybody make sure you're paying attention because this is all going to be on the test. Okay? Now, when you're out there doing some mowing, first thing you got to do is you got to make sure you get out there and you make sure there's no great big old heaps of garbage or electronics or nothing, none of that stuff out in the lawn. Now, what is that? I don't know what that is, honestly, but it's something. And if it goes up in the lawnmower blades, then you'll die. Okay. Lawn mowing's not as easy as they all say it is. You know, it's pretty dangerous out there. You gotta watch your back. Okay, you gotta make sure you gather up all that trash, all that garbage. You don't want none of that stuff. Yep, here's another one. See that? See that? We hit that with a lawnmower. A lot of people don't know this, but lawnmowers Even the electric ones, okay? Even the electric ones. They got about 35 gallons of gasoline pre-mixed for ignition. So you got to be real careful with them. You know, they got that proper air gasoline mixture and they're ready to go. A single spark. It'll be like a nuclear detonation. Like you wouldn't believe. Billy, how much would it take to trim my hedges? Well, like usual, step one is getting a real good look at it. All right, so I gotta get a real good assessment. This is so educational. Yep, that's what. Well, you know, I've got a whole lot of experience out here in the lawn mowing field. Oh, here's another one. There we go. We got to get rid of that. You know, based on my, yeah, there's another one. Yeah, well, you know, based on my dead reckoning, I think we might have about one piece left out here in this lawn. So we'll keep looking around, see if we can't find it. Anyway, I got a whole lot of experience in the lawn mowing field, and you know, I've been told before that I'm pretty outstanding in my field. It's just a little lawn mowing joke there for you, because yeah, I'm out in the field. You gotta, okay. All right, let's change these blades. Perfect. All right. Well, I reckon we're good to go here. The hell was that? Was that a bird? What on earth was that? All right, now we got to take a little look-see here. So what does the customer want? You know, sometimes the customer, they're not going to get what they want, but they're going to certainly get what they asked for. I'll tell you that. So they asked for 7 to 8 centimeters. What the hell was that? Jesus Christ. Son of a, was that some kind of a fucking, what the hell was that? I don't know what that was. That was crazy. Is this a family business, Billy? Yeah. This here's a family business without a doubt. Yeah, I could, it's not too complicated. We can take the, like if you were to take the old Cowboy Billy family tree, you get let's see here. Let me see if I can't get a little replication of it here. Yeah, that looks like about right. Yeah. That's pretty much what that looks like. All right. Anyway. 7 to 8 cut heights, what they asked for. Now, if he were to ask me personally what cut height you should do for a field like this, you know, I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to do nothing different from what the customer's asking for, but if it were me, you know, just out there trying to give the most professional opinion, I think you should probably leave it at least 10 centimeters. Everybody always wants to cut their grass too fucking short, all right? You know what you're doing? You're just fucking, you're making your grass suffer, okay? Everybody's like, oh, you should cut it short, or oh, gonna make the rats, the roots go deeper and all that kind of crap. No. You should let that grass be a little bit longer. Okay, let it thrive. Let it live. Okay, let it live its life. But they want 7 or 8. So 7 or 8's what they're going to get. So let me get this thing adjusted here. 7.6 centimeters. Yeah, that seems about right. Okie dokie here. Get that cutter engaged like a professional. All right. Anyway, like I was saying a minute ago, you know, I'm out here mowing lawns, and in my off time, I like to, you know, give back to my community, try to educate as many people as I can. But my freedom units, look, okay. Yeah, look, I'm sorry that it's not in inches, but look, everything. Look, I love inches and I love feet. Man, I love feet just as much as the next guy who's out here mowing lawns. But you know, sometimes you're looking to have things a little bit more precise. Now it might seem like maybe we're bumping up against this stone wall a little bit, and you'd be right. Okay, now let me see here. No, oh crap. Oh, hold on, I stalled it out here. Just 1 second. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was just trying to set the cruise control, trying to remember. How to get it set up on this here machine there. There we go. Okay. Ah, you just want to go nice and smooth. You know, everybody thinks that they just want to get out there, they just want to go full bore, full speed ahead for their entire lawn mowing experience. They just want to get in and get it done. Get out. Well, I mean, you can mow your lawn however you want. I ain't here to tell you whether or not you're doing it right or wrong, but I'm here to tell you that if you ain't enjoying your experience with lawn mowing, then maybe you need to reevaluate your life. You know? Maybe you should just leave the lawn mowing up to somebody that enjoys the experience. Need to reevaluate my allergy meds. Well, maybe. But, you know, my papa said, allergies is just, weakness leaving the body. That's what he told me. That's right before he died from allergies. You know, I'm just realizing now that, you know, I think I put this here lawn collection unit on the back, and we don't need that. I don't think we need that for this lawn. I don't think they asked for that. Yeah, it's a general cut. Okay. Well, that's all right. I think I can just run it. Just run it anyway. I think we'll be fine. I don't think they care about no grass on the lawn. Have you tried exposure therapy? You know, I try to not expose myself to therapy any more than I have to. But, you know, it's pretty effective. That's for certain. Billy, where you come from, are a couple still brother and sister if they get divorced? Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, they was brother and sister before they even got married. So, yeah, I reckon so. I ain't no legal expert or nothing, but you know, it's like they say, you gotta keep it in the family. Keep the lawn in the family. Family's where the lawn is, and all that kind of stuff. I think we're okay to just keep going with the, even though the lawn bag is full, because this grass is real overgrown, so it's filling up like immediately. I think we could just keep going. I don't know that it's going to be a problem. How's it going, Rick? What's up, Kuno? How you doing today? Thanks for that clip there, Hira. Yeah, I know the grass collector's full, okay? Don't worry about it.
You fool! You fell victim to one of the classic blunders!
What the hell was that? I ain't fallen victim to no blunders. What are you talking about? All right, hold on. Sorry, these stones are a little, these stones are a little crazy. Okay, there we go. I was doing like shit, but then I saw the way you mowed that lawn and all my worries vanished into thin air. Well, I'm really happy you said that, Rick, because that's how lawn mowing is for me a lot of the time. I like to leave all my worries out on the lawn and then, you know, just run over them with the mower. I think that's a pretty good way to do it, if you ask me. What's your opinion on manual mowers? Well, I think that manual mowers can do a really good job, you know. I think every single manual that I've ever met's always been real good at mowing lawns. Every single. Jose's done a pretty good job too. So they work real hard, just like I do, as long as they care about the lawn. That's not addressing your feelings, you know, that's just chopping them up into 7 to 10 centimeter cuts. Well, I mean, you might be right, but it's always worked out so far. I think this is pure. It's the purest form of love, if you ask me. What, out there mowing lawns? Well, you and me were on the same page there, Rick. I think you know a thing or two about lawns. How'd it do there, Cheese? How you doing today? Your red light's blinking. Yeah, I know. It's because of the lawn bag. I got this big old box on the back of it, and it filled up instantaneously. Yeah, there's not really much I'm going to be able to do about it. All right, now, here's a little secret that they don't teach you in lawn mowing school. All right, this is something that you only get with years of experience, okay? If you just lean down and listen to the lawn, it'll speak right back to you. See that? You see how the lawn's pulsating? It's a thing of beauty, isn't it? That's something that only years of experience will get you. You know, sometimes it seems like the turf tiger's got a mind of its own, kind of little. You know, sometimes it'll go a little cattywampus on you, but It's a real workhorse. I mean, a work tiger. Look, you know what I mean. It does a good job. If I ever win the lottery, I'm showing up at Billy's front door with a brand new Turf Tiger 2. Yeah, I do the same thing. I do the same thing, Bob. You know, I tried to get Billy over here to do some of this lawn mowing simulator with me, do a little side-by-side kind of a thing, maybe a little healthy competition, you know. But, you know, that was a while ago, but I mean, he said a whole lot of stuff I ain't really allowed to repeat here. And then, slammed the door in my face. We've made up since then a bit, but he said if I ever brought it up again, then he'd take down my whole family pole. You'd show up at your house with the Turf Tiger 2? What do you mean, your house? Well, you think that everybody with the name Billy just lives in the same house or something? That's racist. Unbelievable. Is it the level of ignorance is staggering. Alright, let me get this. Oh my God, what the hell is that? It's like launched it. Alright, hold on. I think this Turf Tiger's got a mind of its own sometimes. Alright. There we be. Alright, let's trim around. Oh, Jesus. Trim around these here stones. Okay. Oh, she's a feisty one. But you gotta work with your Turf Tiger too, you know. There, whoa. Oh, it's bucking a little bit. Getting a little crazy. Getting a little cattywampus. Nothing we ain't seen before, though. All right. All right, let's go ahead and clean up around these stones here. Let's focus on this here for a second. Yeah, we're not actually collecting grass, so it don't matter that the grass collector's full. I have to wonder, why is his business logo some overgrown weed? Oh, no, 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 no. That's a healthy trimmed lawn. I'm sure. Look, before that logo, it was way more grown over than that. Okay. Maybe it could use a little context in the logo, perhaps, but. Say, Billy, did you know that the Turf Tiger 2 has tough cutter blade spindles and a tri-plate construction, ensures solid performance and long life? Not only that, it has replaceable trim side wear pad, protects deck from damage. I mean, did I know that a bear shits in the woods? Like, what the hell kind of a question is that? Oh, God. Okay, everything's fine. We're all doing great here. Okay. There we go. Okay. I don't think I've ever ran into any Tingus goose while out in the field. No, I don't reckon so. Do I sell lawnmower accessories? No, I don't sell nothing other than the service of mowing a lawn. You know, I think that specialization is the key to success in the lawn mowing industry. And if you try to kind of do too many things, it can take you a whole lifetime to become an expert in all that different stuff. Better to become real good at one thing. And that one thing I know is mowing lawns. I know a thing or two about a lawnmower, but you don't really even need to know anything about the lawnmower itself, technically. The only thing that you really need to know is the sound that a lawnmower makes when it's cutting grass real nice. What's the worst type of grass to mow? Well, I mean, honestly, I'd say that there is no bad grass to mow. I think all grass is beautiful in its own kind of way. Yeah, I've been hired. Yeah, I was out mowing. I think the worst kind of lawns to mow are ones where, you know, the lawn's made of plastic. I mean, I'll still cut them, but like, man, it burns my lungs something fierce. Does the game penalize you for wasting fuel? No, there's no wasted fuel happening here. I auditioned for a blade of grass in my high school musical. It didn't go well. I got cut. Oh. That's a classic. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck was that? What the hell kind of... No, you made me crash my mower! Oh, son of a bitch! What are you doing, Bob? What the hell was that? Classic lawn mowing prank, making all these noises happen.
Welcome to B1K.
What is it? Oh, hang on one second. Hang on, Billy's trying to tell me something. Yeah, it's like gifted subs. What the hell's gifted subs? Okay. I don't know what the fuck is that supposed to mean? It's like they give money to like the channel basically. They give money. You tell me that there's money coming in here? You make money on this here channel? I mean, not really, but like a little bit. Well, I best be getting a cut of this shit. Yeah, we can talk about it later. Just thank him for it. Thank him for what? I don't even know. All right, I guess. All right, I guess thanks. I didn't know there was no money involved in all this stuff. You get a cut. You cut the grass. I get a cut of the grass. Oh, that's all I need. Yeah, it's a good point.
You fool! You fell victim to one of the classic blunders!
All right, thanks for that one there too then, Bob, and also that other one from Glenn and the other 20 from Bob. There's one earlier too. Appreciate it. God damn it. This is some uneven terrain that we're having to deal with. But you know what? We're going to get it done. I mean, look, I get paid to cut real life lawns. This here is just, you know, sometimes you just got to make sure that your skills remain sharp even in the off season, you know. Is there a particular amount of grass you like most, Billy? Like 2 feet's worth? Yeah, 2 feet. 2 feet sounds real nice. Yeah, you gotta keep your mental blades just as sharp as your mower blades. But you know, just like in real life, sometimes you gotta know when to step away from the mower and pick up the weed whacker, too. You gotta remember all these kind of things. These are all the kind of details that you gotta remember. You gotta keep all of them tools in your toolbox, as it were. The Turf Tiger 2 is an absolute beast of a machine, you know, capable of cutting even the most difficult lawns. But something you got to keep in mind is just because the Turf Tiger 2 can get literally any job done on and off the lawn, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best tool for the job. Okay. Sometimes you gotta reach into your toolbox and grab a little something else. What about the AI grass cutting robots coming out soon? Yeah, I've seen all this nonsense that they got out there. They got all these computer generated lawn cutting shenanigans. I've seen people with digital lawns. They don't even have real grass. They just got like some kind of holographic images, and it's just, you hate to see it, you know. You hate to see it. I mean, even if you had a real lawn and you got one of them there artificial intelligences, if you could even call it intelligent, cutting your grass in some kind of soulless way. Look, how the hell are you supposed to even appreciate a lawn unless you got at least a little bit of a drinking problem? You know what I'm saying? I need someone, whoever's cutting my lawn needs to have at least depression. And I mean, ideally, you should have at least a couple other things wrong with you. How the hell are you supposed to look out here at this lawn and appreciate its beauty unless you've got, deep-seated hatred of yourself and some kind of unknowable darkness looming within. You know what I'm saying? You listen to music while you mow? No, see, what I like to do is I record myself when I'm mowing, is typically the way that I like to do it. And then, so when I'm mowing the next lawn, usually I'm listening to my previous mow, just to try to keep up to date with any kind of ongoings with my mower situation or my cutting technique and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a mowcast. Yeah, I don't have like a podcast or nothing like that, but You know, I got a CB radio with a cassette player next to it, and I got a rubber band around the walkie-talkie end of it, you know, and I got that strapped down so it's always going. So, you know, if you're ever in the area and you want to listen to some lawn mowing going on, you could always get within range of the CB. Yeah, I know the grass collector's full, but they actually don't want me to collect the grass here, so it don't really matter. Have I ever hit a skunk mowing? Nope, I ain't never done that before. Now what I have done is I ran into a tree while I was mowing, and it knocked down a hornet's nest what did fall on my lawnmower. And yeah, they weren't too happy about that, but I still got that lawn done. What's a few hundred stings in the name of a mow? That's right. Yep, you got it. Watch out, your cutter's not engaged. Made you look. Little lawn mowing prank. Classic one. Yeah, that's a classic. Only an amateur would leave their lawnmower not engaged. Cut a flower? Are you sure? I don't know about that. You know, I find that a lot of people think that some things are flowers and they ain't really flowers, technically speaking, but you ever play any of the games the other Billies play? No, I don't. You know, I'm not really into games, and you know, I don't really even consider lawn mowing simulator to be a game in and of itself. I really consider it to be an experience, kind of like a reflection on life, kind of a thing, you know. Yeah, it's kind of like a way of life. Who drinks more coffee? Well, I don't drink coffee myself. I'm a whiskey man. First thing I do is get up in the morning, have a nice coffee cup full of whiskey, and then usually I like to have a handful of wheatgrass. You know, some people like to put that stuff in a juicer and kind of mix it in there or whatever. I don't really like it like that. I like just to eat the grass just straight. I like the fibrous feel of it. Hey, are you trying to give me some kind of existential crisis or something like that? I heard you done cut the president's grass, George and that Obama guy. Yeah, well, you know, I've cut a lot of famous people's grasses. But, I mean, to me, it's just about the grass, not about the people that own the grass or claim that they own grass. In my opinion, nobody really owns the grass or anything like that. But, regardless, it's really about the grass to me. How's it going, Brass? How you doing today? Would you be concerned if the notorious Dave the Diver were to get into the lawn mowing business? You know, I heard about that Dave guy. I know he does a whole lot of adventuring into the blue hole and stuff. And as far as I know, I don't know if there's a whole lot of grass to be had in there. But, I mean, it seems like a hard-working guy, you know. I reckon he'd probably do pretty well. I'm not looking to try to monopolize the lawn mowing world or anything like that. You know, I'm very much a profit sharing kind of person. You know, that's kind of the way I like to run my business, when everybody gets a cut of the pie, the lawn pie, that is, of course. There is algae, that's true, and you know what they say, algae is the grass of the sea. My grandpappy used to say that, anyway. I don't know if other people say that. Well, I don't know what cosplay is, but I am telling you right now, there's no cause for play at this moment in time. We're out here cutting grass. It's a serious business, Nine, okay? I'm getting all these rocks here. We're getting it done. Just taking a minute. Hold on. Cowboy Billy. First name, no, my first name's Kyle. Last name Billy. Middle name Boy. My mama was a cow. Or no, I'm sorry. My daddy was a cow. My mama was a boy. And I got some siblings. I got Cow Billy. I don't think you ever met any of them before or nothing like that. We got Cow Billy. We got Billy Boy. We got Boy Billy. She's real sweet. Do you know Dolphin Cowboy Billy Boy? You know, that name does ring familiar. Billy, turn around, you missed the spot. Look, okay, I know it might seem like I'm some kind of ignoramus out here just mowing lawns, missing grass patches, bumping into rocks. But there ain't nothing out here on this here field of the lawn that I ain't ever done intentionally. Unintentionally. It's all intentional is what I'm trying to say. The lines aren't straight either. Hey! Anybody that says that they're out there cutting lines as straight as an arrow doesn't know the way that fucking arrows work, okay? Anybody that says they're doing everything straight just ain't willing to admit that they got a little bit of a bend in them, okay? Why don't you get that straight, mister? Cowboy Billy, sir, how does cutting grass compare to picking up them chicks? Well, I try not to pick up chicks in my lawnmower. It's a real danger of you accidentally running them over. You know, they're real small, so I wouldn't really recommend it. Nobody's straighter than Cowboy Billy. What the hell are you talking about? You like to flirt around at family reunions? Well, you know, I might have a little bit of a reputation. Well, howdy there, Curro. Got some good mowing weather going on? Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt. It is looking mighty beautiful out here. Why do you have fuel gauge when it's an electric mower, Mr. Billy? Well, this isn't an electric mower. This is a gas mower. But we had this discussion earlier that where actually it might not seem like it makes any sense, but even electric mowers, they got a gasoline reservoir on it that's primed to explode at any given moment. That's why you got to make sure you clean out them fields before you go in there and start mowing like crazy. Is that what that flashing red light means? That just means that our grass reservoir is full, but it don't matter none. They didn't actually want us to collect grass here anyway, so it's fine. Hold on, let me get that there. How's it going, Galaxy? How you doing today? What do you think about lawn mowing robots stealing your job? Well, look, that topic got brought up earlier, and I'll repeat what I said. You know, if you don't have somebody out there with any kind of feelings mowing your lawn, then I don't know how you can expect there to be any kind of passion. And you know, if you ain't got passion in your lawn, then I don't think you have any passion in your life. And I think that there's things that maybe there could be some use cases and stuff like that, but when it comes down to it, when the blade hits the grass, you want somebody with at least depression to be running that mower. Okay, you got to have people with a life full of feelings and suffering and at least a drinking problem. Well, we're a little bit over our estimate for this here lawn right now, but you know, I think we're doing all right. They said that this lawn couldn't be mowed with the Turf Tiger 2, but I think we're out here proving them wrong. There's going to be stuff that we need to clean up with the weed whacker, but you know, that's life. Not going to be able to get everything with one clean stroke. You know, you got to get in there, you got to clean stuff up now and again. Sometimes you just got to whack a weed or two. Yeah, that's true. Do I need to have a drinking problem to start mowing lawns, or do I get that later? Well, no, you don't have to have a drinking problem to start mowing lawns. You don't have to pick one up either. Couldn't hurt, though. As long as you're not out there drinking while you're mowing lawns, okay, that's the time to be focused, locked in. If I catch you drinking on the job while you're out here mowing lawns for me, then you're going to be catching these hands. You hear they're going to release the Turf Tiger 3.8? Well, I mean, they've been saying they're going to release all kinds of different variants of the Turf Tiger, but you know, I think it kind of peaked at the Turf Tiger 2. If you had to ask me, if I had to answer, yeah, we don't want somebody crashing the Turf Tiger. No, don't want that. Absolutely not, Orem. Mr. Billy, how do you feel about lawns with no grass that are filled with native plants? Oh, man. Look, I'm a big fan of lawns and cutting lawns, but, I mean, there's definitely a whole lot of beauty to be had in, you know, local wildlife just kind of doing its own thing. There's a real beauty to it. I don't have to be out there on a lawn cutting it short in order to be able to appreciate nature for what it is, you know. You got to let the local fauna thrive. You know, I think in a perfect world, maybe nobody would even have to have their lawns cut. It's not the world we live in, though. Everybody likes to have things all neat and tidy, look nice, and I'm the same way. You know, it's nice to have things in its place, a place for everything and everything in its place, but you know, it's nice to just let nature do its thing. It's got its own way of doing stuff. Not everything has to be all trimmed and tidy and neat. Did you visit the city recently? They've got ex-urban spaces now, areas where pedestrians can't cross. Yeah. You know, I think it's nice. You gotta let... I think, if I understand you correctly, anyway, it's like a nature area that like kind of like let overgrown like on purpose kind of a thing, or is it something else? I don't know what. I never heard of it before, but what do you reckon about them their Japanese Zen stone gardens then? Oh man, what an absolute beauty. Those stone gardens. I mean, what a testament to the historical Japanese, design and philosophy, and it's just beautiful stuff. You know, I was down there at the gas station the other week. I picked myself up some of that there Japanese sushi. And I cracked open my Barks root beer. I said, "Itadakimasu, fellas." That was quite a wonderful day. I was looking at some pictures of them Zen stone gardens when I was at it too. Pretty nice stuff. Are there any kind of lawns that I dislike? Well, I suppose kind of lawns that I dislike are, well, I got a tough time thinking about what kind of lawns I dislike, to be honest. I mean, there's lawns that are like mismanaged and stuff like that, let kind of run rampant and get overgrown, but I mean, sometimes I don't like to see it. I like to But I also understand that not everybody's got the time or the inclination or the wherewithal to be able to kind of keep their lawn in nice tight of shape, even if they're like supposed to or whatever. I suppose the only kind of lawns I don't like are the ones that are neglected in one way or another. You know, whether that's you got a whole bunch of refuse in there, that kind of stuff. That can be a real sorry sight. What type of lawnmower do you recommend for trimming your Japanese Zen stone garden? You better not bring no lawnmower into a Japanese Zen stone garden. What are you, some kind of ignoramus? Look, you think just because I'm out here doing nothing but mowing lawns like I'm some kind of lawn mowing fanatic or something? Everybody knows that you should be out there using a katana, trim up those stone gardens, obviously. All right, now technically speaking, we're done here. But I do know there's at least a couple of places that could use some trimming up. So we'll go ahead and get to it. Howdy doodle, howdy doodle there, Gary. How you doing today? Someone lets it get overgrown, but still takes care of it otherwise. No, that's fine. I mean, like, yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, just like don't. I mean, it's really like the refuse is like kind of like a sad thing to see, right? I mean, if you got a lawn that's growing all crazy all over the place, whatever, that's fine. But I mean, like, if you're out there like letting garbage accumulate, you know, you're letting cigarette butts and like skull cans and things like that, refuse of that nature, stack up on your lawns, and you know, that's a real sad sight. You know, I think that all the local plant life and whatever grasses and stuff like that, they deserve to have a good shot at growing, and they ain't gonna have it if you just leaving all your plastic garbage out there. Well, you just got to make sure you get the high quality stuff, Grove. That's the secret. That'll give you the best experience you can get with your trimming solutions. This guy loves cutting lawns so much, even when the contract says complete, he's still out there cutting. Yep. Well, that's just the kind of high-quality grass cutting that you get with old Cowboy Billy. You trying to tell me my Black Friday special string trimmer from Harbor Freight isn't up to snuff? Yeah, I reckon that could be the case. Penalties and fine. $208 in collisions? Oh, shit. Well, maybe I should have kept a little clean of that wall, I guess. Son of a bitch. You know, for my own string trimmers, personally, I like to do my own custom weave of string trimmer. You know, I like to take a couple of the real nice high quality brands and then braid it together into a custom line. Man, he had $208 worth of collisions. Son of a bitch. All right. All right. Let's see, we got Paddock A, the riding school. Parkland. Eco mower. What's an E? I mean, eco. They want the non-gas powered is what they want. That's from that. All right, hold on. We don't need that on there. This is just a general cut. Okay. Now let me take a look at our loans here. Man. 25% interests. What's that E? Oh, you mean next to the money. Oh, you mean the poundage? Yeah, they like to weigh their money around here in these parts. What'd you borrow from the fucking mob? Look, okay. Lawn loans are serious business. I'm working to pay it off, okay? It's tough. Tony Two Toes give you that loan? Yeah, making the 50-year loan sound good with that interest rate. Yeah. Yeah, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Hopefully we can get that paid off here sooner rather than later. But it's a work in progress. All right, let's see here. Let's go. Look at this place. Beautiful. The Crosley Riding School. Looking pretty nice. Well, you know the deal. First thing we got to do is we got to go out here. We got to find our any kind of refuse left out in the field. That's the thing you hate to see. What the hell is that? Is that a hat? Is that a fucking... Is that a World War I helmet or something? Maybe it's a riding hat. I don't know. What's up, Vaz? How you doing today? Is that... Somebody left a whole fucking shovel out here. Man, I tell you. They are asking for a thermonuclear lawnmower explosion. This is dangerous stuff they're doing. That's just a whole ass coffee cup. What the hell's going on out here? That's just a fucking bottle of soy sauce. Son of a bitch. I don't even know what that is. Is that a wand? I think somebody left a wand out here. It's one of the helmets they wear with the ride with the riding crops. Okay. Horse girls love them. I gotcha. Is this the place where they train those Umamasume horses? You think? Or are these like regular horses? Is that milk? What the hell is that? It's like a clay bottle or something. I don't know. All right, I can sense it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Somebody left a. I don't know what that is. The magazine. Something? Yeah, I think it was a magazine. All right. Well, look at that. It's beautiful. Amazing. Now, what is it the customer wants? 6 to 7 centimeters. Okay. Six to 7. We'll set it at 7. You ever try one of them there grass epilators? Oh, yeah. Well, I've used them before. See, the problem is most customers don't really like it. But, I mean, on my own lawn, you know, I'll use a lawn epilator. No doubt about it. This can be painful for the homeowner, yeah. You know, I heard about this this bus company that's getting started up from a friend of mine, Tony. He's going to be running his own bus line, and I think that's something that that should work out pretty well for him. You know, Tony, he was out here trying to do some lawn cutting himself, but yeah, you know, sometimes lawn mowing it just don't fit everybody. It's not the perfect fit for anybody. Anybody can learn how to mow a lawn, and he learned the basics, and it was just a little rough to get started for him. You know, he was out here trying to, like, you know, shoot the lawn and like threaten the lawn and all kinds of stuff at first, but yeah, it didn't really work out, and so he was getting real frustrated with it. But you know, he figured it out eventually. It just took a little bit of work. That's all. Well, I tell you, the one lawn, you know, now that I mention it, though, that one lawn that he threatened, I don't think I've had to cut that lawn since. I don't think I have. Oh my God, there's cats all over the place. What the hell was that? We can't be having, that's dangerous. You keep those cats away, okay? This is serious business. Okay, now horses, that makes sense. We're at the riding school. That makes sense. Okay, that's fine. Thank you so very much, Action. I appreciate it. Gee, okay, that's a lot of horses, though. I'm just saying. See, I mean, look, you can even hear them. They are all over the place. But yeah, that lawn that Tony threatened, I don't think it's grown since. I think it had cut it one time. I drive past that lawn every day, and I don't think it's grown even an inch. It's been like 4 months. Crazy. Yeah, that's true. Tony's real passion is in buses, and yeah, as it turns out, you really can't. You can't quite mow a lawn with a bus. And he tried. He tried like the Dickens. But you know, we all tried to make it work, but it just I think it's gonna work out better for Tony, for him to do that stuff. But I don't remember when his business is starting, but I'm sure you'll learn about it whenever it does happen. Oh, Mr. Cowsir, is it true that you had to get a loan lease in order to start your business? Yeah, I mean, that's very true. You know, I had to lay out a business plan. And you know, prove that I had at least 30 years of lawn mowing experience when I was 18 years old. But once I did that, then they were happy to give me a loan at 25% interest at $50,000. You know, at first I was on this loan plan where it was a $50,000 loan, where like they'd hand you the $50,000 and then they just take it right back immediately and then charge you $2,000. And I mean, that was what there wasn't a much interest on it, but it just didn't really work well for me. Anyway, I don't know. It might work well for you. I don't know. I'm not a business connoisseur or whatever. I don't know. My tax professional told me that I was fiscally irresponsible, but I don't really know who that is. So Fiscally, you know that guy who lives down by the river? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Well, you can let him know that apparently I'm just like him. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. My bad. I goofed it. You know what, while we're here, why don't I go ahead and just do a little trim up around this stuff. No, zero turn there, Billy. Thanks. Well, I mean, you know, I'd love to be able to take the credit, but to be perfectly honest, I mean, it's all about the Turf Tiger 2. The old TT2, it's an absolute powerhouse of a lawn cutting machine. Mr. Cow, sir, can you tell us about what happens when a cowboy likes a cowgirl? Something about the insects and the avians coming to bother you, birds and the birds and bees and such. Well, you know, it's like my grandpappy always said. You know, love starts at home. So you should try your sister first and see how she gets on with that. And if that don't work out, then you know you could always. I mean, look. The only thing more attractive than a girl in skirt and thigh highs is a guy in skirt and thigh highs. So you know, why don't you try talking to your brother about it? You know, I was told that dating your sister was incestuous or something like that, but I mean, I told that guy, like, I guess I just gotta insist you just fucking leave me the hell alone. You know? Why don't you fucking mind your business? You know, I gotta talk to Billy about getting a computer upgrade or something, because I mean, like, I gotta tell you, there's a bit of like loss of fidelity with all this, something that just don't seem quite right about the way that all this grass is loading in, you know. something about it just there's a little bit of a detailed loss. At the very least, the machine's kind of slowing down. Cowboy Billy had cat ears. Why doesn't Cowboy Billy have cow ears? Well, I mean, it's just like a genetic kind of like randomality is, I think, the technical term for it, or something like that. Anyway, some siblings got them and some don't. That's basically what it is. You think there's a stork involved with your baby sister or something like that? Like, I don't know. I don't know none of them, their inner workings with the way that birds and I always thought that the babies were delivered via United States Postal Service. I mean, I don't know if any birds work for them or not. I'm sure they probably do, though. Streaming equipment can use steam. Oh, steaming equipment, not streaming equipment. Got it. Steam a ham on the Turf Tiger 2? No. Look, okay. You gotta, when you're out here in the fields, you know, you gotta focus on the task at hand. Okay, you can't be trying to. It's like putting a camera on a phone, and it's kind of like, I mean, okay, sure, it's gonna work, but like, I mean, you're just like doing two things a little bit worse. You know, you don't want to try and do too many things. You put too many bells and whistles on it, it's not gonna be not even gonna be the same thing. It's kind of like that, it's like that lawnmower of thesaurus or whatever, you know, where you like replace all the parts on it. You're going to end up with just like a lawnmower that's no longer the same lawnmower. It's just going to turn into a ham machine or something. I don't know. Man, why does it turn like that on this side of the hill? I don't know what's up with that. Just like juts over. Not a fan of bells and whistles. Does this mean you're not interested in my proposal to incorporate artificial intelligence into lawnmowers? No. Okay. Absolutely not. Look, you're just gonna look. I've seen it happen before. Okay, I've seen them fancy, highfalutin, late stage capitalism lawnmowers you got going over there. You can't even fix them yourself. Okay, I've seen what John Deere does. You can't even fix your own shit. It's a bunch of bullshit, is what it is. Okay. I want to be able to lift up this Turf Tiger 2, look under its guts, and be able to replace and fix the parts myself. If I have to fucking call in a technician, it's gonna be like the goddamn ice cream machine at McDonald's. That fucker's never gonna work. Fucking ridiculous. Said these AI lawnmowers are going to imaginate something about them hallucinating, maybe too much grass. Look, I don't know what the hell they're doing, but as far as I'm concerned, they need to stay the hell off my lawn. If it's out there trying to imaginate some kind of a lawn, it's going to have a real easy time imagining me kicking its ass. I'll tell you that for true. Listen, I'm sure that you could probably get some ignoramuses out there that might not be able to tell the difference between a normally cut lawn and some kind of AI cut lawn. But there has to be some kind of lawn cutting integrity out there that I have to believe in. And that's just the truth. I mean, like, I can't just sit back and accept that everybody's just going to prefer some kind of a computational robo machine. Like, how is that there? You think that machine out there is going to have an existential crisis wondering about how the way the world works, or which way the wind blows, or whether or not he left his skull can under the fridge or in his other jacket pocket or something? I don't think they're having those kind of thoughts. And if they ain't having those kind of thoughts, and that's just, I don't know how the hell it's supposed to get the lawn done. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure it can cut it. Literally. But is it cutting the soul of the lawn? Is it feeling the blades of grass as they're flown through the sky after the blades come in contact with it? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. getting deep. Teach us more, Cowboy Billy. You know, there's a lot of people out there that can say lawn mowing is unskilled labor. There's literally not a single fucking job on this planet that isn't skilled labor. Okay. They're all just trying to make some kind of a goddamn excuse to not pay you for what your time's worth. Okay, know your fucking worth. Don't matter whether you're cutting lawns or cutting vegetables. Slinging bags of grass or slinging fries. Anybody that says any kind of fucking job isn't skilled labor has never fucking done a job. Well, let's get this trimmed up here. Okay. Now, I get all this over here to the right? I think so. Yeah, that looks pretty good. What about them Brazilian mowers? Oh, you mean like where they take up all the lawn and then they put in concrete? One of them lawnless lawns? It does leave quite the smooth surface. All right, let's see here. I think that's most of that. How's your day going, Crow? Hope you're having a wonderful day. How's it going, Demon? Howdy doodle. Pretty okay. Now, if we all just focus together, if you just reach deep down inside, then you'll be able to. There we go. You see what I'm seeing? See, the lawn will speak to you if only you just know how to listen. Okay? looks like we'll probably need to grab the weed whacker here. The lawn's telling you to kill. No, 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 no. That's Satan. No, no. That's a different guy. I mean, you can listen to him too, but just don't get it confused for the lawn. Day's going all right. Yeehaw. Nice. Good. Glad to hear it. You heard about this stuff called manscaping? Scaping some kind of man or what? Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's all preference. I wouldn't really recommend bringing a Turf Tiger 2 to a manscaping task or nothing like that, but need a little bit more of a finer touch. You know how fast Turf Tiger 2 would get it done? Oh, he'd get it done fast, all right. Ain't nobody's doubting that. Reckon the string trigger would be suitable for manscaping? Well, I'm not saying it couldn't be done. But I do reckon that you might be getting a little bit more than what you bargained for in the first place if you start going at it with one of these bad boys. You might end up with a little extra gone, a little bonus bottom surgery, if you will. What the hell? There we go. Weird. Little estrogen, you're saying? Yeah, you might end up. Yeah. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's take a little look-see here. Look at that. It does look like there's a little bit here, but I don't think I could get all of it. There we go. There's that one there. I don't know if I can get that. Oh, yeah, I can. Never mind. All right, perfect. There we go. There we go. Looking pretty nice. Where'd you get your mowing license from? From the equipment must be stored. Oh, right. Sorry. All right, there we go. I'm USDA certified in lawn mowing care. Yeah, it's a government license. I can mow any lawn up to 45 miles an hour. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. That's a lawn you can set your watch to. Yeah, that's true. Whoa, how's it going, Kratash? How you doing today? All right, that's a pretty good lawn. Hey, not too bad. Is it true that your interest in lawn care started with a misunderstanding about what a hand trimmer is? No. Common misconception. We are indeed back in the saddle again. No doubt about it. Okay. There goes another payment. 25% interest loan. Good Christ. Total monthly losses, 997 pounds. Fuck. Your interest rate might be at 25%, but mine's at 100%. I tell you what, this lawn mowing thing's pretty great. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Employees back. Loan installment repaid. Nice. Okay. Euros, that's not very American. Well, maybe you just don't even know what American is. What's more American than a loan? And where do the loans come from? Europe? Nothing more American than that. Oh, another riding school. That's a different. Is this a different paddock? That's a different one. Huh. Well, I guess we can go ahead and do that one. Well, let me go to our equipment here. don't know that any of these ones really need much in the way of maintenance. Well, this one does, actually. See what I mean? It needed more petrol. I needed it. I told you. It might seem like just because they got it's an electric mower that they don't need gas, but I'm here to tell you that they do. Yeah, I just need a little bit of a shine there, Wordle. All right. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and do this big lawn here again. Okay. Now there was something with the employees. You can train these guys. It is a mighty expensive though. No, I don't want to be on this. There we go. There. Okay. Well, I guess we could go ahead and upgrade this. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. No idea. Did you hear about that newfangled lawnmower? The Gulp 1000 sucks. I hear it ain't cutting at all anymore. Well, yeah. Of course it don't cut. The Gulp 1000 sucks. Literally, look, okay. You just got to make sure you read the fine details on these kinds of things, you know? The Gulp 1000 sucks is not a lawn mower per se. It sucks. It sucks it right up out of the ground is what it does. It just sucks all of it right up out of the ground. Okay. So it doesn't really cut at all. So yeah, of course it doesn't cut. It don't even have blades on it. It's got a high-power vacuum that'll suck a golf ball through a garden hose. Man, I gotta call my sister. Anyway, let's start mowing some lawns. Yep. Based on my experience, I'm here to tell you this place could use a good old lawn cutting. But first, let's go find all this here refuse that's out here. There's a fucking bottle of soy sauce out here. Yeah, this looks to be, well, I mean, it does look like it's the same one. Yeah, it looks real similar, but you can tell it's different because of the way that it is, you know. What the hell is that? What in the bucket? What is that thing? Is that a brush? That's a brush. Oh, it's a brush. I thought it was like a weird sandal or something. It would have been a brush with death if we had ran over with our lawnmower, that's for sure. It would have been a thermonuclear explosion, would have leveled a country mile. Somebody left a newspaper out here. Oh, there's another brush. Found it. Thermonuclear blast at ground level would be a very effective way to remove grass at scale, to be fair. Yeah. That nuclear fallout's a real nasty bitch, though. Okay, look, I'm missing all kinds of stuff here. Oh, here we go. Another brush. What the hell's going on out here? What kind of ramshackle operation is going on? Huh? Son of a bitch. There's one. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. My lawn bones. There's something out here.
Welcome to B1K Live.
Aiden. Yeehaw, partners. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you. Oh, so very much. long vision doesn't really help us detect this kind of stuff. Now, we do have a finite amount of time to determine where this item is. So we best find it fast, or else we're not going to find it at all. We got 50 seconds. Everybody knows time is money. And money is time. And it's time to find the thing in the lawn, that is. Yeah, I know, game. Okay, just take it easy. All right. Where could it be? If I was a heap of refuse hiding in a field, where would I be? Well, I guess I ain't gonna find it. Oh well. Too late. Now we're gonna have to run over it with our fucking lawnmower. Now you best pray that it does not cause an explosion that like which we've never seen before. But it probably will. So we're all as that Billy guy would say, we're all dead. He likes to say stuff like that. I damaged the ground? Are you fucking crazy? Look, these guys don't even know what the ground is then. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. There we go. Man, those horses sure are noisy for not being able to see any of them. I damaged the ground again. Son of a bitch. Maybe it's because it's raining or something. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I'm not exactly sure on the realistic expectations we can have in terms of field simulation. What if you were to suddenly lose your marbles and cut through that bush, head out into the nearest Dairy Queen? Well, what if? What do you mean? That ain't ever gonna happen. We don't need no Dairy Queen. We got the Lawn Queen right here. No, the lawn is the queen. All right, look. All right, fine. Lawn queen provided freshly cut hay, which feeds the cows, which makes the dairy. Ergo, the lawn queen is also the dairy queen. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Checkmate, cow skeptics. The cow was the grass all along. Now this might be crazy. This might be crazy. This might be crazy. This might be some kind of... I might be too smart for my own britches kind of a situation here, but hold on just a second. We're freestyling. Let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get all of our cutting in here. Oop. Sorry. Wasn't this the same field you were cutting an hour ago? Don't be ridiculous. Okay. All right, now we'll go back. Now, see, what I'm noticing here is that our corners are always coming out a little bulbous. So I'm thinking maybe I could cut in on those corners on the diagonal, and maybe we'll be onto something there. I don't know. Same thing here. See how that cuts out like that? All right. All right. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. Again, we're gonna try this. What's up, Scarlett? How you doing today? All right. Oh, no, no, no. I better not be catching you drinking none of that there alcohol while you're out here mowing these lawns. Absolutely not. It's like my grandpappy always said. He said, if you're not mowing sober, then your career is over. Okay? You can get out. There are horses everywhere here. Jesus. Yeah, if you can't walk in a straight line, there ain't. Oh! Hey, I found that object that we couldn't find. I don't know what that was. I found it though. It's part of the lawn now. That was $2,000 to your company's wallet. That's what it does. Oh, man. We're never going to pay off that 25% interest loan. Son of a bitch. Maybe after this lawn, we'll do a little replay of that there promotional video that Billy made. Then we'll do another lawn after that. Now this one here is this is a little tricky maneuver. That one. That one's for the professionals. Don't try that one at home. Billy, did you ever have a mower got blown up on you? Oh, absolutely. It was pretty early in my career, but we had a lawnmower. Now, that lawnmower specifically said that you weren't supposed to run it for 24 hours straight, but I mean, I was young and dumb, you know, young and dumb as they say, and I took on a contract for a 36-hour mow, and I mean, the lawn wasn't even that big. I mean, they just wanted me to mow it for 36 hours. And so I did, and let me tell you, that lawnmower started smoking at the 24-hour mark. I still rode it for another 12. But I ain't ever been more scared of a lawnmower in my life. Now, you should always be aware of the capabilities and destructive power of the lawnmower, but I mean, be aware, but not necessarily scared. You know, you got to understand what it is that you're riding. You ever get lawn hypnosis? Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I just can't help but get a little mesmerized by the beauty of the lawn. That's just something you gotta accept as a part of the lawn mowing life, you know. Yeah, I'm flying around on this lawnmower maybe a little bit too fast. Sometimes we get a little ground damage, but that's okay. Just trying to show off a little bit. Because Billy's cutting all the grass that the cows had eaten and is eating it himself. Well, yeah. No. There's no cows here. This is a horse paddock. What this is. I do eat the grass, though, yeah. I do eat it. Yeah, you got to eat the grass with the whiskey. It's a good way. As long as you're not on the lawnmower, though. What's up, Samwise? How's it going, Blue-footed? How you doing today? Happy Thursday to you. Grass is for vodka, not for whiskey. Well, I mean, that's your opinion. Cowboy Billy, you got a call from central office. The caller said her name was Becky and asked if you know any of the rebels in the lawn mowing profession. I mean, you can tell Becky that I've already handed over every single bit of information on all the rebels that ever worked for me. How'd you get all that information from the rebels, Billy? I didn't get any information from them. I assume that's what Becky wanted them for, but I don't know. You know Beckers? Do I know Becky? You're asking me if I know Becky? The genderless fuck machine from space, Becky. Do I know Becky? What the hell kind of a question is that? Of course. You're considered starting in the middle of the lawn and working out? No. I'm going to pretend like I never heard that suggestion either. What? Cowboy won Billy Lawns for life. No. No, that one. No. Never heard of it before. Say only lawns? No, I don't know nothing about it. You mean that? You mean like that one account that's like somebody running a Turf Tiger 2 and nothing but knee-length high-heel boots? Nope. Never heard of it. What color are the boots? Well, I mean, I don't know nothing about them or nothing for sure, but I'm just like, if they were boots that I knew anything about, then they'd probably be black boots. But you know, I hear that they used to be red boots, but then they got covered in oil because, you know, maybe they were like handed down from like their great grandmother because they were the ones that made their family rich, because she was walking around in the field with them high heels on and she struck oil so many times that they never had to work a day in their life, and so they got covered in they're black now. But okay, I think we got this here. Where do all the trimmings go? Such a huge area you mowed. Does your mower really have enough capacity to hold all that? No, we're not. It's mulching. We just mulched it. It's mulched. Yeah, that sounds right, Kratosh. I think that's how the song goes. All right. Just about there.
Well, it's time to start mowing.
All right. $31,000 remaining. All right, we'll do another one here. Let's see what we got. Oh, I gotta tell you, it's a little laggy on these screen for some reason. I don't know why. Well, I figure we'll do one more lawn, and then I got to be on my way. I got more lawns to mow elsewhere, you know? Yeah, I don't... You know what? We're going to go ahead and... We'll do the ego for this one, actually, on this one. Oh, sorry, I goofed that one. All right, well, let's get one last lawn in for the road here. Came all the way from Stardew Valley, and never in my life have I seen an electrical lawnmower. Could you please show me how it's done? Yeah, we'll give it a shot. I mean, it works like any other lawnmower, you know, with gas. Electrical gas, though. Well, looks to be like somebody left a cursed gnome out in the field. Guess we should probably remove that. Is that a ladle? Somebody's out here eating soup. A ball thrower? I don't know what the hell you throwing balls with ladles for. I mean, I guess you can do whatever you want. Oh, what's this? Oh, somebody left a toy car out here. $12 to $18. Huh. Well. I guess we can't adjust the cut height on this one. Oh, yeah, we can. Well, I can't actually cut it that high. Weird. I didn't realize that. I don't know why. Oh, I'm sorry. A 5 to 6. Okay, I got it. I see 5 point. I thought it that they. Okay, that's the current height. Okay, 5.5 to 6.5. Okay. Okay. There we go. I don't even know if I've ever even used a electric mower before. Have I? I don't know that I have. All right, we got a whole lot of twists and turns here. What's up, young brisket? How you doing today? Well, I mean, you know, young brisket, Billy didn't really have any interest in playing any more lawn mowing simulators, so he called in me to do what he couldn't, basically. Well, that's all right. Come in here, we'll get the job done, and then we'll move on to the next one. braver than the troops, Cowboy Billy. Well, there ain't no bravery involved in mowing lawns. It's really just a passion. A passion for life, a passion for the lawn. Of course I'm passionate about lawns. That's right. I love lawns. I love lawns. I love lawns. I love lawns. Oh, well, that Bermuda grass was freshly laid, all right. I'll tell you that. Somehow I feel like it takes longer in this game to mow lawns than it does in real life. I mean, probably not. But probably in real life, if you're just at home mowing your lawn, you probably don't mow your lawn and then mow another 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 lawn. But I don't know, maybe you do. Do you touch grass sometimes? Well, I always got a little pinch of grass between the cheek and gum. I'm always touching grass. You ever considered being the grass? You know, I like to think that the more I mow, the more I tend to, become the grass. But I think it's really the connection that you make after a lawn is complete. You know, after the lawn's been mowed and the sun goes down and you come back to visit the lawn time and time again. It's kind of hard to tell where the hell the grass starts and where the grass ends. The one that needs cutting anyway. All right. Okay. Remember that one time he didn't engage the cutter? Nope. That wasn't me. I remember Billy complaining about it one time, though. Seems like he got real tore up about it. No, Billy does not share my passion for lawn cutting, that's for sure. That is for sure. I'm going to go ahead and just do the full loop-de-loo. A little loop-de-loop here. Oh. I didn't even know you could run into that. Okay. All right, sorry. Can you adjust the deck height, or is it static? Yep, we adjusted it down to 5.9 centimeters. When I first started cutting this lawn, I accidentally had it set up at 10. So yeah, you can do all them kind of customizations. In fact, each lawn that you mow has certain requirements. Oh, no. I have a deck. You have the deck size you was born with. Okay, well, that's not just about the deck size that you got. You could always use some extra implementations to help cut your grass. That's what the tools are there for. Yep, you got deck extenders, deck wideners, deck rings. All useful implements. There we go. We're getting there. Well, I already do lawn mowing full time, so I don't really think. I mean, I don't think there's any need for me to try and lawn mow stream it. Look, I mean, it's a pretty good simulation, but there ain't nothing like the real thing, you know. What's the most Dr. Peppers you ever drank in one day? One day? Well, I reckon at least 2 or 3. Dozen or so. Okay. Now we got a whole lot of cleanup work to do here. No, I don't know nothing about it, Jim Brad. There we go. Okay. Get a little cleanup here, and then we're going to call it all done. All right, that'll do it. We'll touch this up too. Get that. I know we were missing this. There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, that's looking pretty good. Oh, hold on one second. Dude, are you still mowing? Yeah, I was just mowing a couple lawns. I told you, look, I told you you could do like 2 lawns, man. Dude, it's time for you to fucking stop. All right, fine. Look, all right. Look, I mowed my lawns. I'm all done. Okay, good. All right, well, I guess it's going to be... Billy says it's time for me to go. Okay. We're slowly working towards paying off our horrifyingly high financial mistake. So, we're working on it.
Welcome to B1K Live.
Thank you so very much, Nax. No, I don't think so, Parse. Now, Billy says he don't want me to do that. Can Cowboy Billy come back sometime, pretty please? Well, you know, I'll see. I'll see how, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You know, you never know. Never say never. There's always lawns what need to be cutting. And I'm always out there cutting them, but sometimes they have to be digitally cut too, you know. That's just the way it is. Great games, everybody. Thank you so very much for giving me such a warm welcome back, and I'm glad y'all had a good time. Appreciate y'all. Now, Billy's got some stuff here for you. I don't really know what this is, but he says he's got some clips for you, and we'll get these playing, and then your regularly scheduled Billy will be back with you here in no time. You know, I feel like maybe the game doesn't want to go. Oh, would you look at that? It's just stuck. All right, Lawn Mowing Simulator. Okay. I know. It's okay. Okay. Shh. All right now. Okay. Shh. Okay. I know. It's all right. Shh. No tears now. Only dreams. All right. So we'll get these here clips, and then your regularly scheduled Billy will be back with you, all right? Thank you so very much, everybody. Appreciate y'all.